Sometimes when you tell me men that you have found attractive, I'm like, that's why she dates women now.
Okay, no.
Because why?
Welcome to Found Footage.
Welcome.
Today
this weekend, we found ourselves at the movie theater.
Yes, we did.
Because we watched Obsession. I was like giddy to come talk about it.
Me too.
I was also actually just wanted to be like, can we go watch it again?
I'm going on Tuesday. I'm taking Helena.
I'm gonna third wheel.
I was like, okay, no, she has
I'll go sit in a different
this.
aisle. I'll be like, I'm just here.
You sit like all the way in the back. You chaperone us.
Yeah. Like, just make sure that these two crazy kids don't get any ideas.
No, we'll get to it later, but nothing that she said was really that weird. It was just her actions behind it.
Can I read you something that made me laugh?
Yes, please.
Okay, it was a review on Letterboxd that I found. And I took a screenshot of it so that we can put up a clip of it to give credit to the author. But their review was, this is just a regular day for lesbians. And I read that after we had talked about it, and you were like, yeah, man, no, like, that's what we say to each other. I was like,
thank you. Whoever that is, we're gonna credit them for being so real, because that's exactly what it's like to date women. It's just that intense and that deep and that a little bit scary. It just is. I mean, that's why I want to take her to see it.
Oh, so you guys can be like,
LOL.
What a great capturing of our romantic journey.
That's the only type of rom-com I want, is obsession.
You're like, this is what love is.
Yes. If it's not mutual obsession, I don't want it. What's the point?
The lady was too stunned to speak. But I respect that for you. I'm happy for you.
Thank you. It's really healthy. Okay. I think there's a huge difference, though, because I feel like I do see it in het relationships, especially, that it's either one person obsessed with the other, but then have like the two people. Mm-hmm. So I think that's when it gets kind of crazy and sad.
Well, I feel like
But if it's mutual, then it just works.
Interesting. Because I do feel like there's a popular like kind of like joke of like, I want to date a man that likes me more than I like him kind of thing, which is like kind of what you're saying. Yeah. Of like one person.
Yeah. So I think they played on that quite a lot. Yeah. And I enjoyed it. Mm-hmm. But I'm excited to see it again.
I'm excited for you. I'm excited to crash. Hi, Jeff. Jeff cameo.
Producer Jeff, here to show us his good side.
But if you don't know, not the burp. Jeff, we're trying to run a professional show here.
Excuse our producer. Whoa. He gets a little camera happy.
The one man in the room comes on camera and just burps in everyone's face.
Classic.
Audacity.
Classic.
If you don't know anything about Obsession, it's a horror movie about a guy who goes to like a magic shop or kind of more of like a crystal.
It's a metaphysical store.
Yeah, like a woo-woo shop. Mm-hmm. And buys a little like One Wish Willow branch and wishes. Do we want to say what he wishes for?
Yeah, no, I think we should say what he wishes for, because I'm pretty sure that's like obvious from what we've been talking about. He wishes for this girl to like him back. Yeah. They've been friends for a while and he's in love with her, but never had the nerve to say it. And then he goes to the store and initially he buys the One Wish Willow for her. Mm-hmm. But then he chickens out, doesn't tell her anything, doesn't give it to her, sits in his car, makes the wish, and it comes true so fast. Within 20 seconds. Yeah. So, and that's when things get really real.
This was, I thought, one of like the best horror movies.
Oh, I have to agree.
Like I don't want to like, because there's, like obviously like recency bias. Yeah. But I was like, no, that was really good.
Yeah. I feel like at first I thought it was going to be like an 8 out of 10. I was at least hopeful that it would be an 8 out of 10. I was expecting like a 7. 8 was like high, but it blew me away. It blew it all out of the water. It was just like it's so fresh, and it's so hard to get fresh new movies made now, like with new ideas. Mm-hmm. The way I feel about that movie and how new and awesome it is how I felt about Barbarian.
Oh.
Because to me, back in 2022, that was also like so different and new and awesome. So
yep.
The same vibe. Agree. Or Talk to Me back in 2023.
Yep. Or like Bodies.
Yes. Oh, that's one of my favorite movies.
But it was just like really, it was really unique, and I like the aesthetics. It was scary. It was like scary. Actually scary.
It was scary. It was really creepy. It's stuff that like makes your skin crawl. It's not very jumpy. It's more like disturbing.
Although I will say, and maybe this is just like from the experience of like watching it in theaters, that I think there's a jump scare in it that I think was the jump scare that's like hit me the hardest ever. I flailed in my seat.
Oh, I didn't see that. You're gonna have to tell me after. Okay. Because we don't want to spoil it.
Yeah, I'll tell you in the spoiler section.
Oh, great. Yeah. That movie, as soon as it's out on like streaming or something, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
On like Apple TV or
I'll pay the full $24.99.
Me too.
I'm like, give it to me the minute it comes out. Because
I'm gonna be watching that. It's like Long Legs. I'll just be doing creative work on my computer and then put on Long Legs like once a week.
Yep.
It would have paid for itself.
See, interesting. From my perspective, and I think this is just from like the differences of like what we like in horror movies, like Long Legs isn't as rewatchable to me.
Interesting.
I think because it's like more, it's like darker.
Yeah.
Not that this movie wasn't dark.
This movie was really dark too.
It was, yeah, now that I'm saying that, it did have some really dark stuff. But like, I don't know. There's something about Long Legs that it's, I don't know. It's just like not as rewatchable to me. Whereas this felt to me more like Scream, where I'm like, oh, watch this on a loop. Like,
yeah, no, this one is more, it was equally as dark, but it was a little more lighthearted, I think because of the subject.
Yeah.
And the interactions.
Yeah.
And their ages. I don't know, it felt a little more like relatable, which is more enjoyable. Like not enjoyable, but more. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. I'll find the words later, but that's you're right, because I like really dark things.
Yeah, because like you could watch The Conjuring all night.
I watch The Conjuring to go to bed.
And like I enjoy The Conjuring, but that's not like comfort movie vibes.
Like, I just rewatched The Conjuring 4 for like the third time this past week.
I respect that.
So,
there's just like an essence of silliness. I think it is just like the story. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think also the social commentary behind it is so now. Yeah. And it's so real, especially for someone in a het relationship. I think that makes it more relatable even. Yeah. But like that Letterboxd review said, that is just a day in the lesbian
I just thought it was so funny. When I read that, I was like, okay, I guess she was right.
Yes.
When she said, this is how it is. This is what I want. This is my rom-com.
That is a love story. At the end, actually, never mind. I was going to spoil it. Sorry.
Don't spoil it.
I won't spoil it.
Just kidding. Nope. Seeing this movie, if you had a One Wish Willow, would you wish that your girlfriend loved you more than anyone?
My girlfriend loves me more than anyone.
Okay, then I guess you don't have to waste a wish on it.
I definitely...
You don't want to just lock it in to be sure.
Nope. No, I like the level of obsession that we have. That's actually really healthy. Like, we're so free
will to it.
Because there's free will. Yeah. I also would be freaked out if she started talking to me in weird ways. So I don't need that in my life. Yeah. But I probably would wish for just like a really large sum of money.
I mean, that's like
I would just wish for that. That would be awesome. Yeah. I could do so much good with it.
Because then you could do anything. Where it's like, if you wish for like one thing to be fixed in the world, it's like, my wish would be that Jeff would live forever.
Oh, okay.
But like at this exact age. He's perfect. Like a vampire. Edward. I would Edward Cullen him.
Go off.
Wait, but then we would both have to live forever, me and Jeff. Because then what would he just have to go on without me?
Not he.
Oh, right. Well, now we're getting... I think I just had to wish for Jeff. Maybe I wish Jeff lives as long as me.
Okay. Yeah, but you need to be really specific, like in great health. Because
good point.
Like an 8-year-old
What if I get a
dog.
pet cemetery dog?
Exactly. So.
Good point. That's the problem with wishes, is when it's like a shenanigan wish, where it's like, well, you said...
There's always like a backdoor to it, or like
trickery.
That's why I would probably just ask for the money.
Yeah.
And then I can do whatever
that can't get mixed up.
No, I want this quantity of money.
Straight up cash.
Falling from the ceiling.
Yep. Make it rain.
Yeah.
Those are my
You wouldn't
answers.
wish that your boyfriend loved you more than anything in the world?
No. Because of the free will of it all.
Right.
It would get weird.
Yes.
I just don't think that's a good wish. Because you do then have to wonder, you know?
No, for sure.
Like, is this
And
really
you're an
how they
overthinker.
feel? Yeah. That's all
You'd
I'd be
never
thinking
let it
about.
go. Yeah. Yeah, no, anything that takes away someone's free will, I would not wish for that.
Yeah.
So.
It's got to be
Because
real.
if I had my free will taken, I would lose my mind. So.
True.
Yeah, I love autonomy. I'm an independent girl.
Hot take.
I know, right? Hot take. I love having free will and agency.
What a concept.
I think it's more rare than you think,
I'm rare every day.
especially in relationships. We all know someone who is highly codependent
Yep. We do.
and gives you the heebie-jeebies.
Yep.
The way they operate in relationships. So.
Yep. Like me and Jeff.
No, I think you and Jeff have a healthy relationship.
Okay.
Any more feelings about the movie? Thoughts?
No, I just
Opinions?
can't express. Oh, I did my third wish option. You know, I'm just throwing out different ideas.
So the first is Jeff living as long as you in a healthy way.
In a healthy
the
way.
second
Is
is
tons
money.
of cash. Third, unseeing this movie so I could see it again for the first time. Because it was just it just hits so hard.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, that is how I feel about Bodies.
I feel like a warmth inside of me talking, it was such a good movie.
Do you have a new favorite movie?
I was thinking, because we're doing a super ranking of all the movies that we watched. And okay, obviously it's going top 3 for me.
Yeah. Ooh, top 3.
So I think, yeah. So then it's my top 2 right now are Scream and Nightmare on Elm Street. And I think
Oh no, Obsession.
Obsession is number 2. It can't top Scream. I mean, nothing can top Scream.
But okay, is that because you generally feel like it's not better than Scream and you don't like it, or because you feel like it shouldn't because Scream is such a classic and it would feel weird putting Obsession above it? Because one is valid, the other one is just societal pressure.
No, I think Scream is it's just the perfect film to me of the perfect balance of scary, funny. It's the pacing is perfect.
Yeah.
I do just think it's a perfect horror film. I kind of excuse me, bless. I also think Obsession was pretty perfect, but it's just Scream is just so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
that's fair.
I think slightly more rewatchable because there's just a slightly more humorous tone to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's also the nostalgia of the 90s.
Yes.
I wonder how Obsession's going to feel to us in 20 years,
Yeah.
Scream.
Although, okay, what time frame was this movie supposed to be?
No.
But then oh, maybe was this because they spoke as though they were from the US.
Yes.
But did you notice that his car, the seats look like airplane seats?
It's just a really old car.
Oh, okay.
That car is like a late 80s model.
Yeah. Okay. That's what made me be oh, is this supposed to be?
No, because they were
older
texting
movie?
and stuff.
Oh, right.
Yeah. It's in the now.
Okay, yeah. No, you're right. That
The
threw
way
me
they
off.
talk
And then them
also-
all working at a record shop.
Oh, yeah.
And they're wearing their little matching that. There was just a couple things that made me go, wait, is this a now movie? But you're right. The text, it was absolutely now.
Texting and the way they speak.
Yeah.
They said a couple things are super right now, current. So
Yeah. Also, before we jump into the spoiler part, I do need to say that watching it in the theater was a lovely experience. At one point, you and another lady in the theater gave each other the giggles and then you both kept laughing and you were making each other laugh, which was so funny, but it was
Distracting.
not a funny haha part of the I see the humor in it, but it was not it was a skin crawly funny. And it wasn't a giggle fit funny, and you guys laughing was cracking me up. But then the guy sitting next to me was he did a look, and I was oh,
Look again.
Sir's upset, but like this is the point of seeing we're here on opening day. People are gonna vibe.
People are gonna vibe, and especially on opening night.
Yeah.
There's going to be all sorts of people. If you want to watch it in like complete silence and nobody talking, don't go to the movie theater.
No.
Especially on opening night. Go to like a matinee on a Monday.
Yeah. Especially like a horror movie. I feel like people going to horror movies are just like living. Yeah. Like maybe if you're seeing like when I went to Oppenheimer, the people were pretty silent in the movie theater, you know?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
That's a different type of horror movie in my mind, but well, but yeah. No.
And then I saw Barbie.
Oh, you did the Barbenheimer.
Different type of horror movie.
That too. Also, yes. Every movie's a horror movie if you're good at categorizing them in subgenres. Yeah. Which we are.
Seeing Barbie was funny because I was like crying.
And like crying sadness? Or
I was crying at the America Ferrera monologue. Not a unique experience. I think everyone cried at that. And then I was like crying, but I was like trying to be like subtle crying. But like I cry pretty easily at movies. I also like commercials. Like just like a little like twinge, and I'm like, oh no. And then so I was like crying, but I was like crying, and I was sitting in between two men, and then I was like, oh my god, I don't want them to know I'm crying because I don't want them to be uncomfortable. And then I was like, oh my god, this is exactly what America Ferrera is talking about. And then I was like, I'm sobbing now. What do I do? This is embarrassing, but anyways,
you take up space, girl.
Yeah. Next time I'm just gonna violently sob.
You can even like vomit on one of them because you're sobbing so hard.
No, that would be embarrassing.
Just do that.
Then I would think about that would be like, you know, when you think about something awkward you did like 10 years ago.
No.
Well, okay.
I don't even remember.
Sorry,
what I did 10 days ago.
Great.
I don't even think I do awkward things, so I don't know. Out of all my issues, that is not one of them.
Known you for a long time. Have you ever done something awkward?
Or that I personally would consider awkward.
Well, you wouldn't consider it awkward.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Then no.
There's that one time that I put a poncho on my head and I was dancing in a New Orleans bar. But that wasn't awkward. That was just me being a little weirdo. A little freak.
We did an entire photo shoot in that hotel in New Orleans.
That's right.
And I like, that was like, talk about moments of taking up space.
Yeah.
That was like one of my like, oh my god, crawling out of my skin moments.
That's so funny.
Because it was like people just like kept coming in to like look at the room we were in. Because it was like, it was like a chapel, but it wasn't. Yeah. It was just a room in this hotel. It was just a room off the lobby that was like set up to look like a chapel. Like it definitely was not
like an actual chapel. No. Yeah. It was just set up to look like it.
Yeah. It had like pews.
Yeah.
That hotel and every Midwest parent have a pew. My mom has a pew in the entryway. It's like the entryway bench. I think it's common.
Oh, interesting.
I think.
All right. Should we move on to the next part, which will be the spoilers? So if you were going to watch the movie and you don't want it spoiled.
And I couldn't imagine anyone who's watched this and seen our high praise of this movie wouldn't want to see it. But horror movies aren't for you. We're going to spoil it if you keep watching. But you can pause and come back if you're going to see it.
Yeah, come back here.
We'll be here. We'll wait. Elevator music.
One eternity later.
Now you're back. Now you've seen the movie.
You made it.
So
we waited, like going. We said.
Yeah.
We speak the truth.
Nothing but the truth.
Yeah, we would never leave you hanging. We saw this movie once, unfortunately. Only once so far.
Like 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It's pretty fresh.
Yes. So we're just going to like go through it. If we mess something up,
forgive us.
Sorry. It would just be like an order thing. I mean, do we want to go through it all?
I don't think so.
How do we want to?
We should just talk about our favorite moments and stuff.
Okay. Okay, then I hated that he found his cat dead.
Oh my god, yeah, like trigger warning. There's a death of a pet.
Death of a pet.
In the movie. The main character's name is Bear.
Yep.
And he finds his cat deceased when he gets home from
meeting up with his friends.
Yeah. From meeting up with his one friend, Ian.
Yeah.
Because he was talking to his best friend, Ian, about asking this girl out, and her name is Nikki.
Yep.
So he gets home from that, and he finds his cat is dead.
Yeah.
And that
was just like
sad.
really sad. Yeah. I did not like that. That was me crying in a movie. We were on the verge. Then after that, the next point that I feel passionate about discussing is he goes to the like woo-woo spiritual shop because he's looking for a crystal because Nikki had told him that she dropped her crystal necklace down the sink.
Yeah.
But he goes to the shop and I loved, like, I think in a lot of horror movies, like when they go to like a magical shop, it's like a creepy, like scary person. Like it's usually like an older person or like someone super mysterious.
In like a flowy dress.
Yeah.
Like
yes.
Yeah. It's
like
always like
big,
that.
like curly hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a caricature of what people would think is someone who's into metaphysics, if that makes sense.
Yep. And it was like this girl who could not be bothered. She was like on the phone. She like had a very dry sense of humor. Just like did not want to be bothered by this man and his problems. And I loved it. Yeah,
no, and she had like a little, like a corset, like top on, and she was like, "We're about to close, just like get it done." Yeah, so I did enjoy that too.
I thought that was super fun.
But then he was like, no necklace. So instead, he got the One Wish Willow, and that's what he was going to give to Nikki.
Which can I say, why would he have given that to her?
Just as a cute little gift.
I know, but like, I don't know. What did he want her to wish for?
Maybe
it's like something she's into.
I was gonna say she had a crystal necklace that she was really attached to.
Okay, that's fair.
If someone gave me that, I would be super happy. Like, oh, that's so cute that you know me well enough that you know that I would like this.
Yeah. So fair.
Yeah.
They meet up they're doing like a trivia night at a bar.
Trivia night.
Okay, my read was that she was into him.
Nikki?
Yeah. She was totally flirting with him, I think. Right? I'm right. She was.
What?
Oh my God. No, I swear.
Nikki?
Yeah.
No.
I think you've been out of straight girl culture too long.
No. No, I've once you're in straight girl culture.
Flirting with a man as a person in your young 20s 101.
That is not flirting at all. That girl could not be less interested in that man.
Oh my God.
As anything but a friend.
At that point, I thought there was a chance. Later in the movie, which we'll get to it, but like I was like, okay, she was never into him, but
no,
I did think like she was kind of like she seemed like kind of into his like awkward charm.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to speak from someone who really does not think that she had any romantic interest in that man.
Okay.
I have been in situations that people thought I was flirting with them simply because of my personality. Mm-hmm. And I just wasn't. I had zero interest. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
And I think Nikki, from what we saw of her personality, was just like that kind of person.
That's true.
I think she's just like a little spicy, a little funny, and they're like close friends. So I'm sure she felt comfortable being that way with him. But I didn't get as like an ounce of romance from her.
Okay, I think that's a fair point. It could just be like the singular viewing of the movie.
Yeah.
But I did think like I wasn't sitting there watching it being like, oh no, this is like so embarrassing for him. She has she has 0% interest. I thought like, oh, there's a chance.
Oh, that's so interesting. It's like we watched two different movies. Yeah. No, because the whole time I was like, oh, they're doing a commentary on friend zone, and it's like, which I think is such a lame concept. It's like, yeah, someone doesn't have interest in you. Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Move on to the next person.
But then when he drove her home and they were like in the car talking, it just felt like she like kind of was like waiting for him to like maybe make a move, and she like asked him like, do you like me? Like, it was just like,
I think she could tell that he liked her, and I think she could tell that he wanted to say something to her, but I think she was more like, get it out so we can get it over with, and I can officially friend zone you in person, like again, because she was already sleeping with Ian.
Oh, right.
Like, I really didn't get any. Fair. It's unfortunate the lines get blurred because she was a woman and he's a man, and I feel like that might sometimes gets interpreted as romantic connection, but I'm going to stand by it. She had zero interest in that man.
Fair. I see your point. I do. I thought there was a chance that like, and again, I do think like later in the movie, I don't believe this is what was happening, but like, I thought that kind of like what they were getting at, because like he was like hyping himself up, like, I'm gonna tell her I like her. He's like practicing with his friend, like whatever. I I thought what it was going to be is like, because then when she asked him, do you like me? He said like, oh, like as a friend, like he like absolutely like played it down.
Yeah.
And I thought the like, maybe there was a chance that the commentary was kind of like, you could have just like avoided all of this issue by like saying how you felt.
Oh, for sure.
Like you could have been like, yes, I do like you. And she would have been like, and we wouldn't have had to go through this whole mess.
I see that. I do believe that part of the commentary was that like you could just avoid a lot of heartache if you're just like brave enough to be honest about your feelings with someone.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, a lot of people prefer to live in this state of not knowing but hoping than actually get an answer, because the answer is probably going to be no.
Yeah.
People fear rejection so much they would rather live without knowing, which to me is crazy.
Yeah.
I would just rather know, like, are we doing this or not? Because if not, then I can just move on.
Yeah.
But I think you could tell that she was not interested.
Fair.
And
Fair.
And I think that's why he was like,
Why he
played it
chickened
down.
out?
Yeah.
I was just like too scared. I don't know.
Yeah.
That part was like,
rejection.
I really turned on him
Because he didn't
say it. It was like, come on, man, just do it.
Yeah.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
No, I agree. Especially someone who has told a friend that she was in love with them before.
You have?
Yes.
Oh.
My first girlfriend.
Oh. How did it go? Oh, well, it was your first girlfriend. You dated.
We dated.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Yeah,
Wow,
we
you
dated and
didn't
now we
even-
broke up. But but
Second
it happened.
spoiler.
But it was like the anxiety leading up to it was not worth it. Like, just say it. The worst that could have happened, it was like awkward for a little bit. And then if you're like a normal person, you kind of just move on and resume your friendship later.
True.
So I actually wish we had never dated. No, I'm not sounding
Awkward if she's watching.
no.
Sorry.
Not to be harsh or anything, but it's because I would have rather kept a friend.
Interesting. Do you think that you would still be friends?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. But do you think you, obviously like having some level of like interest in her, would have like damaged your friendship had it not been acted on? Like that you would have kind of been like, is it like carrying a candle? Whatever. You know what I mean?
If I hadn't
Like
talked to her?
like as you would have been hanging out as friends, but like in the back of your mind, you did have interest. And if it would have like kind of like eaten you up a little bit.
Oh, I see. No, but it was eating me up until I talked about it.
Yeah.
Because I was so ready to get it over with. Because for me, if it's a no from someone, then I'm not going to stay hung up on it.
Yeah.
That just gives me permission to process it and do some healing. I probably would have stepped away for a little bit just to give some time, but nothing major, and then resume the friendship with a different lens.
Yeah.
I don't know. If it's not an enthusiastic yes, then it's an immediate no for me.
True.
So yeah, I would rather just have kept a friend because I think we'd be friends now.
Do I know them? No. Wait.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Can I like guess in a subtle way that'll mean nothing to anyone watching this?
Yeah.
Were they in the car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ta-da! Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's so annoying if you're watching, but so funny to me. Okay.
Eventually, we might tell the story. A different episode.
Yeah, for sure. It'll be like I'm sure it'll come out.
Maybe we'll do like a Patreon. Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll address
We'll
it
talk
on
about
Patreon.
National Ex-Girlfriend Day.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Okay. So then he does the wish.
Yes.
And he wishes.
Says, I wish Nikki would love me more than anything in this world.
Yeah. Anyone
In this world.
And he breaks the stick.
Yeah.
And then it cuts and Nikki is like
standing.
Yeah, like backlit, standing on the porch, staring at the car.
Yeah, which we thought she had already gone inside. Because she was like, I'm going to go inside. I want to go to bed.
Yeah.
But the camera pans back to her and she's standing there and you're like, whoa. And then she approaches the car. Mm-hmm. And you can already tell she's acting weird as hell.
I thought this was like an interesting thing because it was like the situation slowly progressed. And like in this moment, it did kind of feel like her like actual conscious was like kind of fighting against the like spell taking over because she kept being like, why am I being so weird?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was like taking effect.
Yeah. And so
trying to like, yeah.
I liked that.
I think the longer it went, the more it took over, obviously.
Yes.
But
it got
in that
real
moment,
crazy at the end.
yeah, she approached him. She was being weird. And then she snapped out of it. She was like, wait, why am I being weird? And then she got back in the car.
Yep. Because she was like, we should go to your house.
Yeah. And then she started crying about she was like, oh, my cat just died. And he was like, what? Because it wasn't her cat. And she was like, no, I mean, my dad is dying of cancer.
But your cat died. She
But
also
your
said,
cat
because she
died.
wanted it. She was like, I need to go home with you because your cat died. I need to, like, also she did the most like straight girl flirting tactic for a second, which was taking his bag and then like kind of like running off with it for a second.
Yes.
And like just like taking a man's thing.
And running
It's usually like a hat, but like something that's like
or sweater.
The most yes,
Hoodie.
It's the most basic form of flirting. And then they go to his house, and he like sets Nikki up to like go to bed, and she asks him if he will sleep in the bed with her because she's sad about her dad.
Yep.
And so then he does.
He's all awkward and
he's
weird.
very awkward. He like tries to say no, when she asks him, and then he like sits in the bed. And she like lays her head on his shoulder, and then
they're in his bed and it's awkward. And then she starts kissing him.
And like as soon as they kiss, this like insane sound happens.
Yes.
And then they like fly apart.
Yes.
Now this was confusing to me.
Okay, so what I think was going on, they were kissing, and then actually she looks at him. She opens her eyes and looks at him, and she screams.
Because she like, I think it was like the real her.
The real Nikki coming like back in.
Yeah.
And being like, the fuck am I doing kissing Bear?
Yep.
Yeah. Because that's what I think kept happening.
Because then it was like, for a second, she's like, what were you doing? And he's like, what? You like
kissed me.
Initiated it.
Yeah.
And then she kind of like snapped back to like spell Nikki.
Yes.
And she was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm so crazy.
Yes. That happened a lot.
But the sound, guys, was really jarring.
I will have to say the sound design of this movie was incredible.
It was good.
So scary. They did such a good job. And the sounds are so different. It's not the usual scary movie sounds, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It was really unique.
It reminded me of when you're watching Longlegs and she like takes that Polaroid or she's talking to Longlegs for like the first time. And I think he might take a Polaroid of her.
Yeah.
And there's also an insane like loud sound. And then I think the like camera tilts or whatever. But when we saw that, like in that moment in Longlegs, I was like, oh, I might not be strong enough to handle this movie. But like, that's the vibe of this. It was just like this loud jarring sound. And I was like, ah.
Yes.
Yeah. So then they kissed.
They kiss and then they wake up the next morning.
And they go to work together.
They go to work together because they work together. And he's talking to his friend Ian, saying it was really weird.
And Nikki is just in the background staring at him.
You just see her in the background, like
watching
him, but like in a
like kind of smiling,
mesmerized look in her eye, not like an ominous look. Yeah. It felt a little ominous, but
yes, it was definitely like a weird. Because like in the moment, I thought like because he was again. This dude really bothering me. Like, what do you want, sir? He was like kind of like complaining. It felt like he was like kind of like being like, yeah, I don't know. She's like, so it's like weird.
Well, yeah, because it was such a flip of a switch.
I know, but like, dude, you wished it.
Okay, but I don't think he realized that the wish worked.
Yeah, that's true.
But also, it's not like she was like a little more open to being with him. It's like it was 0 to 100 real quick.
Yeah.
That would have scared me.
Okay,
so much.
Fair.
I probably would not have gone to work with that person. When things are too fast, too quick, it scares me. So
even with the dad element, where you could be like, oh, well, she's upset.
Yes.
She's being a little off her rocker.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you can be off your rocker, but not be all over me.
That's true.
When earlier that night, it was so clear that you're not into me.
Yeah.
That's the switch.
Yeah.
I don't mind crazy, but I do mind the flip of a switch type of behavior change.
Yeah.
Fast forward to they actually start dating.
Well, they do like it's like a fun montage.
It's a montage of them having fun, sleeping over all the
He like
time.
leans into it.
Yeah.
They're like cooking together.
Yeah,
they're playing with a guitar together.
Yeah.
They're like kissing.
They're watching movies and she keeps just like watching him.
And then they go on their date. Yes. Then they're on their date at dinner.
Yes, and they go on a
dinner. And she like clearly wants to tell him that she loves him. Mm-hmm. And he like gets a call
from his friend Ian.
Yes. And Ian's basically like, hey, I was talking to, is it Samantha? Sarah, who I thought until nearly the end of the movie that Sarah and Ian were dating.
No, the whole movie, they were talking about how Sarah wanted Bear.
Yeah, I really didn't get that until the end. Because it was like,
what?
Because the way that in the beginning of the movie, when he was kind of like talking about the four of them like going out to trivia, he was kind of like, oh, well, you and Sarah like never let us be alone or something. It kind of just like the way that he talked about it, I thought he was kind of like grouping them Sarah and Ian as like a packaged relationship deal.
Right.
But now I know that's not the case. But at this time, I thought Sarah and Ian were together.
I see.
So then Nikki's like, Sarah was telling me that her dad doesn't really have cancer.
Yeah, the Nikki's dad doesn't have cancer.
Yes. And then like Ian called the clinic and
they don't even, there's no patient there.
Yeah.
That name.
Which
really, I'm like, is that allowed by like HIPAA standards? Can you?
No, they wouldn't be able to confirm if someone's a patient, I don't think. I don't know.
But for the sake of the movie, we'll go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to everyone who watches Real Housewives of OC. It was really giving Brooks. Put an orange in the comments if you watch Real Housewives of OC. I hope there's one orange.
Minimum.
Okay. So then as he's on the phone, you see her like get up out of the booth and kind of just like take a peek at him.
Yes.
And again, I was thinking like scary, like she knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But it really wasn't that.
No.
And then he goes and sits back down with her and asks her, does your dad actually have cancer? And she flips out in the best way.
She grabs his hand. We're going to reenact this. Come on.
Oh my God, I don't even think who am I?
You're Bear.
Okay, good. Because I was like, I can't pull off Nikki.
You're holding hands. Actually, they're not.
They're not?
His hands is up here and it's like, ask me.
Does your dad really have cancer?
I thought we were having a nice time. And then she starts crying, like straight up like that.
So loud. And she just keeps being like, I wanted to have a nice night.
And then she's just like kicking her feet.
Yeah. And everyone in the restaurant is staring.
Yeah.
My biggest fear.
That's so interesting. Oh.
Just like a scene in a restaurant, you know?
And then they grab a hand and he's like, no, we are having a good time. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
So thanks for reenacting that with me.
And scene. So that was just like a beautiful moment. Because I love like in horror where it's like, no, it's not all just like scary bits. It's like socially uncomfortable moments.
That's a lot scarier than anything.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they go home, they have sex.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Okay. And then they like fall asleep and he like wakes up and she's not in bed. And then he kind of seems like nervous about that. And then he looks.
And you just see the camera pans to the wall against his bed. Not against his bed. Across his bed.
Across from the bed.
And you see a shadow on the right side. Because
there's like a weird stack of boxes.
Yes.
That looked like vintage like hat boxes. Oh, because it's his grandma's house.
Yes.
He lives in his grandma's house.
Yeah.
But his grandma passed away and left him in the house. That's probably why. Because I was like, what's up with the hat boxes?
Mm-hmm.
But then she's like in the corner and he's like, Nikki.
What are you doing, Nikki?
Yeah. And she's like, just ignore me or whatever.
And she steps out into the light. She's like
T-Rex
just ignore
arms.
me. And just like you.
Yeah. She's T-Rex arms. She's like, just ignore me.
I'm just watching you sleep.
Yeah.
You look so beautiful when you sleep.
And then she like shuffles back.
And then she's just.
And then he like.
God, that was hilarious.
Asks for something else, right? And then she screams.
Yeah, and then she goes and grabs a vase of flowers, and she's walking around,
this is when
like,
Renata and the girl got the giggles.
Yes.
And then she's like walking around the room, and she like has the thing in front of her face, the vase, and it is like silly, but like scary because you're like, what? It was not silly. It was like I'm horrified, but this is silly, but I'm scared, so I'm not laughing because I'm scared, and I'm tense in anticipation of what's gonna happen next. That's how I felt in that moment.
This stuff was so funny.
I was like. And then imagine there's two people having a giggling fit on either side of you. And you're just like, what the heck is going to happen with the vase?
Go watch the movie
and then people are
giggling. Let us know if it's silly.
It wasn't silly.
Or if it's not silly, but not silly.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. And then she gets back in bed and it's like, no more weird stuff. Which is something my girlfriend says to me like every night.
Makes sense.
At around 8:30 p.m.
Yeah.
I start getting ready for bed. And the closer it gets to bedtime, the weirder I get because I think my ADHD is trying to get the energy out. And I get so silly and so weird that it just reminded me of myself.
We have very different nighttime experiences. Because I too have ADHD.
She's just like, shh, okay, honey. Yeah, you're so silly. And I'll fall asleep.
Because you're like, I am silly. I can sleep peacefully knowing I'm silly.
I'm like singing at the top of my lungs.
I
screaming.
pass out on the couch while we're watching something, and then I'll wake up. Well, I'll be woken up.
Unbeknownst
So
to
be like,
you.
we're going to bed. And like last night, I was like, just leave me on the couch. I just leave me out here. He was like, are you okay? And I was like, yes. But I need to sleep.
I'm just a sleepy guy.
I'm just sleepy. Anyways. So no more, because it is interesting because for a while it seems like she like obviously she like loves him more than anything. She's obsessed with him. But then it does seem like she's conscious of him being freaked out by her. Yeah. And then she'll be like, oh, sorry. No, like I'm being weird.
Like,
sorry, not being weird. Whatever.
Yeah.
And then the next
day he goes to work.
Wait, does the party happen before this?
After.
It happens after?
Yeah, so they wake up.
Oh, right, because okay.
And well, he wakes up and she's not there, and he walks into the kitchen and there's like breakfast cooked.
Yep.
And then he's like, Nikki, where are you? And she's just like sitting on the couch reading a book. And he's like talking to her about like, no more weird stuff. Last night freaked me out. Can we please not do anything weird?
Yep.
And she's like, okay, it won't happen again. I made you lunch. Hands him the little lunch box.
Yep.
And then she's like, maybe you don't need to go to work. And he's like, no, I'm going to go to work. I have to go to work.
And she saw that it's not her shift. So she can't go to work with him.
And then he's like, okay, but you know, when I come back, no more weird stuff. And then he turns to leave and he looks at the door and she duct taped the door shut.
So dramatically.
Not a little bit. It was the whole just
like the door was like padded now because there's so much duct tape.
He could barely get out. And she's like, oh, if you can't open the door, then maybe you shouldn't go to work. And he's like, no, I'm going to work. And
he's like forcing the door open and like gets the duct tape ripped off and he goes to work.
Yeah. And she is standing there. She says bye to him.
Yep. And she's smiling. And then she just stands there.
And then he's at work and he's talking to Sarah because Sarah's working and she's waiting for her letter of admission to a college.
Yep.
And they are having this like nice talk and he starts eating his lunch that Nikki made for him. Mm-hmm. And Sarah grabs the Tupperware like lid.
Yep.
And she turns it over and she's like, what does this mean? And she's reading a little Post-it note that Nikki wrote.
Yeah. Because it said like to my little baby or something.
The front said to my love or my bear or something.
Yeah, my little bear or something.
My little bear. And then she was like, what is that? And then he was like, oh, it's an inside joke. And then she flips it over and it says, do you remember what it says?
Well, I do remember also before that she did tell him it smelled bad.
Yes.
And then she said, what's the verdict? It said, what's the verdict?
Cat.
Question mark, cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you're like.
And then he looks down.
Because we all know that his cat died. Oh, we forgot to mention at some point, like when his cat died, he like put the cat, like he like bagged up the cat.
Yes.
But then at some point she pulls the cat out, lays it on the kitchen floor and makes a shrine, which also really freaked him out.
Okay. That was
because
crazy. Obviously. Like she puts the cat back in his house. The cat is like decomposing and there's candles around it and like flowers. Mm-hmm. She's like, oh, for Sandy. That's the name of the cat. Mm-hmm. And he's like, don't do that. Anyway, he looks down at his sandwich and it's Sandy. It's a Sandy wish.
That's sick. Not funny, but sick. And also he like kind of like moves the bread a little to the side and you see that the meat is disgusting in the sandwich, implying
and you can see like
cat.
the pattern.
It's gross.
The cat.
It's so gross.
It was like a tabby cat.
So gross.
So he throws up, of course.
Yep.
And he goes home. And on his way home, he looks at the box of the One Wish Willow.
Yep.
When he gets to his driveway. And he turns it over and it has a number that you could call.
Yeah.
And he calls the number. And to his surprise, someone answers. Because it's like...
But like so casually. It's like some dude just being like, what's up?
Casually, but with like a weird voice.
Yeah. But like it wasn't like, thank you for calling the One Wish Willow company.
Yeah, no, it was just like
for customer service dial 1.
And we're not going to go through the whole call, but he tries to cancel his wish.
Well, it was funny because the guy was like, do you want to cancel your wish? And he is like, no, I just want to modify it a little. Yes. Because it's like, he does like that she loves him, but just not to the weird, intense,
weird ass extreme
that she's doing it. So he's like not ready to give it up. So basically it's like, yeah, that's the only option. And then he's like, well, okay, then if I can't modify it, then I want to cancel it. And the guy's like, well, you can't cancel it.
And it's like, what the hell, man?
And he's like, why did you say cancel then? And the guy's like, I was just asking, which I did think that was like very funny and silly. And then the guy's basically like, the only way to end the wish is if you die. Because like when you die, the wish is done.
Yeah. Which makes sense.
Yeah. But then all of a sudden it's Nikki's voice.
All of a sudden it's Nikki's voice and she's screaming.
Yes. Her scream. Yeah. Like the restaurant scream.
Yes.
The screaming.
And the guy's like, do you want to talk to her?
Yeah.
It's Nikki. And it like Bear gets all weirded out.
And hangs up. And then like goes into the house. Also before this, Ian has been like, you guys are like weirdly codependent.
Yeah.
You should come over for a boys' night. Sarah won't be there. It's just boys.
Mm-hmm.
And prove to me that you and Nikki aren't codependent by like coming to boys' night without her.
Mm-hmm.
So then he goes into the house and Nikki is still standing in the spot that she was. Now this was like interesting to me because I guess
intensity.
Yeah. The microphone's trying. It's like, no, don't tell people your thoughts. I guess to me, her standing there all day because she like loves him more than anyone else, like didn't make sense. Like it would have made more sense to me if she like followed him to work, maybe parked outside.
Yeah, the jury's still out on that one for me. She stays in the same spot that she was when he left for work that morning. Mm-hmm. She has since peed herself. She's looking all sweaty and
sweaty, clammy. Her hair's greasy. She has like spots all over her.
Yeah, she has.
Because she threw up.
And I think she was eating the cat food.
Yeah.
That's what it looked like to me, at least.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let me think about that one. I haven't given it any thought on the message that they were trying to convey, but maybe there's some weird thing. Who knows?
But then she like realizes that he's freaked out by her and she's like, oh my God, I'll clean up. I'll go to the shower. So she gets in the shower and then he's like, oh, Nikki, like I'm going to go to boys' night.
With Ian.
Like
she's
just
like,
me.
I can't dress really quickly.
And he's like, no, like I'll just go, like you can stay here. And then the like shower turns off and she's like, what?
And then she starts screaming again.
Yep.
And throwing a tantrum.
Yep.
And then they go to the party.
Yeah. Together. He's like, oh my God, I would never leave you. Let's go.
Yeah.
And then they go to the party and again, like this was
so funny.
Such a fantastic horror movie scene.
Yes.
I love a party scene in a horror movie.
Me too.
But basically at the party, there's like some people sitting around like a coffee table.
Playing like
also
Jenga or something.
Definitely women there. It was not boys' night.
Well, yeah,
Sarah was there.
He told Bear to tell Nikki that it was boys' night, but it wasn't.
Yeah. So they're playing like drinking Jenga where like you pull out the Jenga piece and it like has a thing on it of what you have to do, which, okay, would like to just say in the rules of Jenga, the first two people who drew a stick drew off the top of the pile, which is not Jenga rules. You can't take off the top.
No.
That's the like that.
I thought that was
everything.
so silly.
Yeah. But then when it's Nikki's turn, she's a real one. She pulls a piece from in the middle.
Yes.
And she
knows how to play Jenga.
We have no idea what her piece said.
Yeah.
But she basically is like, decides to read an excerpt from the book that she's been writing.
Oh my God, that's right. And she gets up and she has her phone up. She's probably a notes app girly like me.
Yeah.
And she starts reading. And it's this weird, erotic fan fiction about Hansel and Gretel.
Yes. And she's reading it in like crazy voices.
Yeah,
and
she's making all sorts of like different voices for the characters, but they're all creepy.
Yes. And everyone sitting in the circle is freaked out.
Everyone is silent. Like you could hear a pin drop.
And then
people around them stop talking.
Yes. Oh yeah. Like everyone in the party, in the vicinity stops talking. Everyone's like paying attention to her. And then she like makes, toward the end of her reading, she like makes mention of like the limb of a willow tree like brought them together or like something like that. And she's just staring at Bear. And so then you're like, okay, so she knows.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And then he's so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because now he's like, oh, she knows.
And then it's his turn. Mm-hmm. And his blog says, kiss the person to your left.
Oh, because at one point prior, somebody who had been playing, theirs was to switch seats with someone.
Yeah.
And so they switched seats with Bear because Bear and Nikki were obviously sitting next to each other and they were being like all cuddly.
Yeah.
And so then the person who drew that was like, I'm going to switch seats with Bear. So now Bear's sitting like diagonally across from Nikki and he's sitting right next to Sarah.
Yes. And that's the person to his left. And Nikki gets up. She calmly walks over.
Oh, wait, can I say one thing?
Yeah.
The beautiful camera pan.
Oh, yes.
Because like it's like he pulls the stick, it's like the person to your left, and then again there's like noise, not as like loud and jarring, but then it kind of like pans and it's like him and Sarah and they both look like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to like Nikki and she like stands up.
She frowns.
Is making the craziest but like best frown ever. She's just like,
yeah. Yep. And then she calmly gets up and she walks over and she stands behind Sarah and she pulls her chair to move her out of the way. And then she kneels down and she looks at Bear and she goes,
she's just up. Like sitting there.
And then he gives her a little
She's like kneeling down next to Sarah. He gives her like just a little awkward peck. Oh my God. It was so good. So good.
I mean, I wouldn't be down to have my partner kiss the person to their left if that person isn't me, but I probably wouldn't act like that either, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
My partner would never do that.
I feel like you wouldn't be playing that game. Or that's an option, you know? Like you just wouldn't find yourself in that situation.
I mean, we'd just have to skip it.
Yeah.
Like the penalty would be to do something stupid or something, but there's zero chance that would happen.
Yeah.
Zero.
But that scene really...
That was a lot. It was so good.
So good.
It was so well written.
And it was just like the whole dynamics of it. It was like you were so uncomfortable. Everyone was uncomfortable. Everyone's like, what is going on with these two?
Yeah, it was really awkward.
Yeah. And then it's like they're back at home. In bed. Nikki's asleep. He's like just laying there wide awake. Sarah texts him and is like, will you meet me in the park?
Yes.
Or he keeps being like, no, just like text me. Because he knows that Nikki is like
watching him.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
She's going to wake up.
Yeah. And so then Sarah's like, no, like if you don't meet up with me, I'm coming over.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, fine. I'll like go. So he like slips out of bed. And as he's like getting to the door of his bedroom to leave, he like hears a whisper and it's like, Bear. And he's like, Nikki. And she's like,
please kill me.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so sad because
what?
Yeah, it was the real Nikki. Like, and then she's like, just kill me, please. And he's like, what's so bad about being with me?
Yeah.
And she's like, Bear, I've never been with you.
Which is when I was like, okay, she never liked him.
Yeah.
Does also say, don't wake up the real Nikki.
Yeah. She's like, just kill me, but like, don't wake her up. She's sleeping.
Yeah.
Like, just kill me. And he walks out. I was like, you're such a coward. Not saying that he should have killed her, but like, he's such a coward throughout the whole movie.
Yeah. Agree.
Ugh.
Agree. And then he like meets up with Sarah at the park.
They're sitting in the car.
They're sitting in the car.
She got her last letter of acceptance.
And she wants to read it with him.
Yeah.
And then it's like keeps like flashing back and forth between them. The windows are like foggy. So I was like, okay, obviously Nikki's going to show up here. And there's been a lot of moments in the movie where like you would see Nikki like creeping around in the background.
You see like the shadow.
So I was like watching every time it like flipped between them of like, okay, what window is like Nikki going to be like sneaking around behind? And then he's like talking to her. They're like about to open the letter. And all of a sudden it's like so fast. It's just like you see Nikki running, like not even, you just see like a blur running up the window, smashes. The noise is so loud. This was what I think is like maybe one of the like scariest jump scares that I've ever
that's
like.
the one.
I was like,
and then she starts smashing Sarah's head against the steering wheel while she's holding a brick. So she's smashing Sarah's head against the brick like 15 times.
So many times. It was, yeah.
And the blood is just like splattering on Bear.
Yeah. And then she like stops and Bear is like freaking out.
I must say, can you imagine killing someone over a man?
No. No. Definitely not.
Kill
She's
your
cursed.
friend. I know, but you're going to kill your friend over a man?
She's cursed. I mean, I do think it's happened though.
Oh, it has.
Like Dateline, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
It has multiple times,
But no.
but it's crazy.
Could not be me. And then she's basically like, well, you have to help me clean it up. Like, you wanted this. Now she's like kind of being more blatant about the fact of like, you wished for this. This is where we are. You have to help me.
So they do. They move the body.
Yeah.
And once they move the body, I didn't realize where they were. I think they were at his house.
No, I thought they were like, I honestly thought they were at the record shop.
I think, yeah, that's what it was. And she was like, okay, I got it from here. You can go home.
Yeah.
And he leaves.
Yep. And then he is covered in blood and he goes back to the magic shop.
Yes.
To find another One Wish Willow. And at first they're like not in the spot that they were in before. So then he like runs up to the counter. He's freaking out. Now the person at the counter was different.
Yeah.
And for a second, I thought it was going to be like, I thought he was, because he was like, there was a lady in the One Wish Willow. And the guy was like, what are you talking about? I honestly thought it was going to be like, that lady doesn't work here. I'm the only person that works here.
Me
like,
too. Me
whatever.
too. But no, the guy was just joking around with him.
Just joking around. He's like, oh, they're right here.
They're right here. We moved it.
So then he buys a few.
Yeah.
Like he basically buys everything left. Yeah.
The last 3.
And then he goes to Ian's house and is like, Ian, you have to help me. This is what I did. I did this One Wish Willow thing. And like, you only get one wish, so I can't do it again. Because he does try to wish again and he can't get the thing to break. Yeah. Because you're only allowed one wish, which the guy at the shop also tells him. Mm-hmm. And so then he's like, Ian, you have to wish, like you have to word it so carefully and you like have to help me. Mm-hmm. And
Ian, of course, is not believing him, thinks he's going nuts, whatever. Yeah. And Ian is holding the One Wish Willow.
Because, he gave it to him.
And then he just turns to Bear and he's like, I wish for $1 billion.
And money starts raining from the ceiling.
Literally just raining. And you can see the life leaving Bear.
Yeah.
Like,
I did think this was so funny, though.
It was hilarious.
Like, loved it.
And then he gets home. He drives home. He opens the door. And he sees a shrine that she made.
Yep.
To him.
Yep.
Which I didn't think that was that weird, to be honest. But it was what came after that was weird. He looks over and Sarah, the girl that was just killed, is sitting on a chair naked with her face bashed in, but like naked and dead. And then he turns around and he sees Nikki, and Nikki now has like tattoos and the same hair as Sarah, and she's dressed like Sarah, and she has a dark lipstick on. Like
she drew Sarah's tattoos on herself.
Yeah.
And she's smoking a cig.
Just like
I
Sarah.
just thought it was like, the whole thing was just like, it was horrifying, but like undertone of funny.
Yes.
Of like, oh my God, we've gone off the deep end. Because then she's basically like, I know you like Sarah, so now I'm Sarah.
Yeah, so now you can like me.
Yeah.
And I have seen, not to that extreme, obviously, but people in real life just become a person who they think that other person's going to want. And I think it's so sad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, and then they're yelling at each other. And she's like, I knew you didn't love me as much as I love you, blah, blah, blah. And then Ian comes and knocks on the door, and he's knocking, like, open the door. I got a shit ton of cash now. It worked. And it's like, yeah, no, man.
Yep.
And he finally gets to the door. Mm-hmm. And Nikki turns around and just fires and shoots him in the head. Mm-hmm. It was so fast. I did not see that one coming at all. It was like 2 seconds.
Yeah. It was shocking.
So now Sarah's dead. Ian's dead.
Yep.
And Bear lays on the couch with her while he sits down. She's laying with him like on his lap. Mm-hmm. And he takes the gun, sets it aside.
Yep.
And then he runs into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm. And he does kind of try to explain the wish thing to her.
Yes, he tries to explain, and he tries to...
Like, while this chaos is all happening. Yeah. At some point, he is trying to explain it to her. Because, like, she's kind of the last hope now of, like, someone who could make a wish.
Yeah, because it's like, if you love me, you know, she'd do anything for me, so maybe she can make the wish for me, because he had one left.
So then he goes in the bathroom.
He runs into the bathroom. She tries to break the door down.
Yep. She's screaming.
She's screaming, but then she apologizes. And she's like, you know what? If you want space, I'll give you space. If that's what we need.
Yeah.
And he takes the gun, and he is kind of contemplating using the gun on himself to just make it end. Mm-hmm. But then he chickens out, and he realizes his grandma's medication is still in the medicine cabinet. So he just takes a ton of them, like the whole bottle. He just throws it back.
I did not realize that was his grandma's medication. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, we're not really not getting this guy's backstory.
The name was Barbara something on the medication.
Yep.
And then you just hear the click of
the stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know exactly what just happened.
Yeah. Made a wish. And Bear drops everything, and his face just changes. He gets this like weird grin. Mm-hmm. And she's in the living room. He gets out of the bathroom. He's walking to her, and it's like the music slows down, and they have this moment because now they're mutually obsessed, because obviously that's what she wished for. I wish Bear is obsessed with me and then with him.
Yep.
That's implied. And they meet in the middle, and they're about to kiss.
Yep. Because he starts to get like, his like knees start to give out a little.
Yeah. Because he's overdosing on the medication.
Yep.
And he dies.
Mm-hmm. And she's like crying, sobbing
herself
as this is happening. And then
she's about to use the gun on herself.
Yep. And then you like see the moment that he must like actually like officially pass away, because all of a sudden her like face changes and the spell is broken.
Yeah, and she starts screaming.
Just because she's so freaked out.
Full of blood, with a gun in her hand. All her friends are dead.
How are you going to explain that one?
How do you explain that one?
How do you explain any of that?
Yeah. So, the end. And you know what? We left a lot of details out. It's so worth seeing it.
It's so worth seeing. I did think I would have rather that it just ended with them being obsessed with each other. I mean, I guess it's hard because I like that in the end she was like free, but also it's like, but now there's this whole mess she has to deal with. So I was like, would it have been just a funnier ending if it was just like, now they're both just obsessed with each other, you know? But then I do like that she was free at the end. So I don't know. I'm really torn on that, but
I think I would have liked both endings.
Yeah.
But Bear just screwed up so many people's lives. He got what he deserved in the end. Yeah. Honestly.
He ruined everyone's lives because he couldn't just tell a girl he liked her.
Yeah.
So.
Because he couldn't accept the idea that she might have said no, thank you. Like, you're so afraid of rejection that you're going to ruin everyone else's life.
Yeah. So if you're currently debating telling someone you like them,
you should just do it.
Just do it.
The worst thing can happen is they say no and then you move on with your life.
Yeah, because then you're like free from the obsessive thoughts of like, do they like me? Should I tell them? Blah, blah, blah. No. If they say no, then you can move on.
Yeah.
Good, better. Happy.
And even better if you still keep a friend.
Yeah.
People get so upset over being friend zoned. It's like, you got a friend out of this.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, amazing movie.
Amazing movie.
On a scale from 0 to 10, it's probably a 12 in my book.
So good. It's like one of the best horror movies ever. Woo. Whoa, Jeff is like, agree.
Like oh.
No, Jeff agrees. That was Jeff's big agree voice. Okay, well, on that note.
I think Jeff was like, wrap it up.
Yeah, Jeff's like, okay, it's over.
You've been talking for 3 hours.
Talked about this movie enough.
Jeff, we're going to make you watch it.
Is it my time yet? Do the people want to know what I think?
Jeff, what do you think?
It's a great film.
There you go. Thank you, producer Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for being here. It's good of you to show up for the job every once in a while.
Mm-hmm. Just to save face.
Actually, it's really funny though because we're like shooting. We've filmed multiple episodes so far, but this most likely will be the first one released.
Yeah.
So you don't know anything about producer Jeff really. Sometimes he slacks. He doesn't show up to film.
Yeah, he's very flaky.
Yeah.
He's not reliable, but we love him.
He's the best that we have.
Yeah, he's all we can do right now with the budget we have.
Yeah, exactly. It's just zero. So good thing he works for treats.
Yeah.
And a house to sleep in.
Yeah. He's a simple
and walks. Because we do both walk him when we leave.
Yes.
When we're recording raps, we walk Jeff.
Yeah. That's his gift for being such a good boy. Yeah. Good producer.
Yeah. So. And now look, he's asleep on the job. It's unbelievable, really.
Come back here and let us know if you watch it and if you like it as much as we do. Also, if you hate it, if you're like, these girls are crazy for thinking that was a good movie. I love contrarian opinions.
Yeah. Unless you don't like us, then keep it to yourself. Why spread negativity, you know?
But
we don't need to hear that. We'll take positivity though. And I do want to know if you are a Poison fan or a Real Housewives of Orange County fan. So don't forget to comment the skull or the orange.
Or both.
Or both. If you're a rare, niche, cool, girly, or dude.
Or just person. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Anybody. So, yeah. Thank you for being here, and we will see you on the next one.
Yeah. Bye. Just like me. Now you riled up Jeff. No. He's like, that's not how people wave in the real world.
That is.
Get it together.
That's how people wave.
Liking blonde men, I feel, is a hot take.
Oh, I know. Liking blonde men is weird. I've come to terms with that now.
Which, if you think about it, is crazy because, like, Kendall just really put in no work. He was blonde. He was everybody's, like, first, you know, he was with all the Barbies. Yeah, I've always really liked men who look a little dirty and they have, like, cool tattoos and they're, like, artists in some way. That's why Rock of Love was so impactful in our lives.
Yeah. I still was disgusted by Bret Michaels, but, like, I do love every rose has its thorn. Sing it
every time. What was the other song that they would always... Wasn't there a song they used as the intro? I have that song, like, in my iTunes, And every time it comes up on shuffle, I'm like, I gotta watch Rocket Lab. I can't remember. I need to look at it.
I don't know.
It's like the only other Poison song anyone knows. The Poison fans are offended.
I don't think...
There's probably I think Poison was a popular band. There's probably much more popular Poison songs, but not in my world.
I don't think there's a single Poison fan watching this.
No, there's gotta be one. If you're a Poison fan, put a skull in the comments. Nothing but a good time.
Nothing but a good time,
like,
yeah.
Nothing. If you're here and you are familiar with Poison and Real Housewives of OC, then you're just me. This is me on my burner account.
It's just you. It's Jeff.